7:30. It's time for
Lancaster Lebanon League.
Lancaster Lebanon League. Lancaster Lebanon League. Lancaster Lebanon League. Lancaster Lebanon League Championship.
the Lancaster Lebanon League, spanning from northern Lebanon to Quarryville, PA, where we've seen champions, past winners dating all the way back to 1973 with J.P. McCaskey. We've seen the thrill of victory.
The buzzer, the shot is no good, and that will do it, as the McCaskey Red Tornado have won the Lancaster Lebanon League Championship. And McCaskey has won the Lancaster Lebanon League.
It's going to go to zeros, and Lebanon's won the LL Championship.
Here's Horace now, and that's the ball game. Cedar Crest wins it 45-41.
Lancaster Lebanon League history has been made. Lancaster Mennonite, the state champs.
That's it. The Black Knights are the 2023 LL League champions.
LL League title for Coach Tommy Smith and Cedar Crest. Their fifth one overall. Congratulations to Warwick.
We've seen records shattered over the years with 1,000-point scorers for the past couple decades. But now, it's time to tip off a new season. Not just another ordinary season, however. It's time for a new era for the Lancaster Lebanon League.
Access granted.
As part of the 25th year from LLhoops, here's a preview of all the teams for the season.
He has a great game plan for us. We just have to go out and execute that.
We're working like crazy. We're playing at mock speed, and you can come watch us play. I can't tell you who it's going to be from night to night right now.
We want to play a championship caliber brand of basketball.
I just think we're the best. I don't think there's a team that can guard all four of us on the court at the same time.
We're going to work hard. We're going to compete, and we expect to compete in every situation that we're in.
Do everything we can to be prepared as we can to be ready for the season, and hopefully, like you said, get not just one but a couple wins.
Just building off of what they experienced last year and use it this year during the regular season.
Our expectation is to compete with any team regardless of who we're playing.
Or the goal is for us as a staff is to put them in a situation where they can have the best season possible.
We're gonna make some noise in Section 2 this year.
So we're positioned to possibly get that 1 or 2 seed in the section.
Come out swinging that first week and hopefully, be a completely different team from last year.
I just feel like we're going to be more balanced between the offensive end and the defensive end this year.
Everybody can beat everybody in our section this year. So we're going to have to come every night ready to play.
It's sort of a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because we're new to them.
Like, we want it now. We really want it.
We came to practice ready to work every day. We got better every day. We challenged each other every day.
I think everybody in the gym, all 20 of us, think we can really make a run this year.
What we can do this year is to not let the pressure get to us.
To win sections and also win districts.
We can beat anybody on any given night, so
we raised the bar for this entire program. After that, there's no more going back.
My number one goal is to take this program to places it hasn't seen before.
So we're going to give it all 4 quarters, and we're not just going to give up and hang our heads.
I think we'll still be pretty good this year. We'll be better than last year.
Time is running out. The only question is, who will win?
Good evening and welcome from Lancaster Mennonite High School, where tonight we have a big Section 4 showdown between the host Blazers of Lancaster Mennonite taking on the Cougars of Lancaster Country Day. Hi, I'm John Graham, and along with Warren Goodling and Bruce Badgley also, we're set to open up the LLhoops season on our live stream, and what a great showdown we have right out of the gate. Two teams that are probably picked to contend for playoffs in Section 4.
Well, exactly right. Both of these teams are primed for a great season. They have a lot of returning players, and they're anxious to get the LL League season started tonight. The winner tonight is the front runner in Section 4.
I'd have to go along with that. Of course, Lancaster Mennonite comes in here maybe a bit of a favorite. Four-time repeat of district champion of Class 2A, and this year they've moved up to 3A, but Jeff Hardenstein has the Blazers out to a 3-0 start with victories over Westchester Henderson, Halifax, and Haverford. Lancaster Country Day under John Schultz, 1-0 with their lone victory coming against West Shore Christian Academy.
Well, what you notice about Lancaster Mennonite is their non-league schedule. If you look at it, okay, they have tried to schedule some bigger schools and no scheduled teams from out of the area. Like they've already played Westchester, Henderson. They played Haverford. They got Chester coming up in a couple weeks, along with their LL schedule.
That's a tough way to start, but it only makes you better, as you well know, Coach.
They won the state title a couple years ago, won the district title last year, so they're thinking outside of the LL League too. I think this team really could challenge for the LL League title.
I would have to agree with you. A lot of familiar faces.
Yeah, tournament-wise, I think clearly Mennonite could challenge this year. I mean, a lot of depth. I think that there are, 2 or 3 teams in Section 3 and Section 4 this year that have an opportunity to win it all, Warren.
Yeah, I think it's wide open. And looking at Lancaster Country Day, they have a lot of starters back, and they could be one of the favorites in single A in District 3.
Absolutely. In fact, they have their first 6 players back. However, tonight, one of those returning starters, a senior, Jeremy Olakikin, is on the shelf right now. He's one of their star soccer players, and he's suited up tonight, but I understand he will not get any game action. So we'll see how. Jordan Ashby averaging 18 a ball game, and Chris Dukes averaging 16. And for Mennonite, a familiar cast of characters back from the last couple years. Chase Hurst is now a junior, and he played a lot as a freshman. And, of course, Cody Fisher and Bill Rothwine in the middle really does all the grunt work.
Well, Fisher was an all-state selection in Double-A last year, and we all know Chase Hurst. He's an outstanding player, and what impresses me about him is so far in 3 games, he's been in the foul line 21 times, 17 out of 21 from the foul line.
That's 80%. The team shooting 70%. And on the other side of the coin, Lancaster Country Day has only played 1 game, but they've only gone to the foul line once, and one player made 1 out of 2.
50%, yeah.
Yeah, that hurts the stats. But, I think that's an important stat in and of itself that, teams have to go to the basket. And when you go to the basket, that's when you create those opportunities at the line.
We thank you for the opportunity to play a game of basketball and pray that you will be with us tonight. Keep us safe, permit us to be honoring to you through our actions and words, and may we give you all the glory. We praise and thank you in the name of Jesus. Amen. And now for the starting lineups. First, Lancaster Country game, number 3, Goodling.
They're now introducing the starting lineups, and Jordan Ashby averaging 18 a ball game. That's Cam Harris coming out for Country Day, along with Kane Kirby, And the last one introduced there is Cruz. Cruz and Ben Spinagle for the Cougars of Country Day.
In the last couple of years, even though they was on starting for last year we did it over Country Day. I enjoy that.
Good one. It's Lancaster Mennonite was just introduced. Fisher, Hurst, Rothline, Nolte, and Jackson Fair for Lancaster Mennonite in their white jerseys and shorts, along with the black and gold trim. Country Day will be in the dark jerseys with the gold. Coach John Schultz is in his 7th season Lancaster Country Day, and Jeff Hartside in his 2nd season. Last year finished 19-9 with another district title.
Let's see how Country Day goes. They're going to play man or they're going to play zone.
Took the stick down of bounds. I thought it was off the foot. Mennonite will be coming this way. Man-to-man underneath. Man for Mennonite. Just about Boston. And shoots out to Kirby. Down the lane, that's Ashby. Whistle, and there's foul lead. Mennonite.
Up until that foul, that was a great defensive possession by Mennonite. That's why they say we need a shot clock.
I was just thinking of that.
Because the defensive possession. That time they played defense for over 30 seconds.
Ball is nearly stolen in the backcourt, run down by Kirby. Kirby working down the lane, stops and pops, no good. Rebound, Mennonite.
Nice rebound by Fisher. And he's capable of leading the fast break.
Hurst with a nice dish to Rothwine for 2.
You think those two guys have played together before? On that no-look pass, on the penetration by Hurst?
Yeah, remember Bill Rothwine.
Kirby, top of the circle.
His freshman year, he came into the district championship game. We didn't know what number it was.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Bill Rothwine's number now.
Yeah, they do. Because, you know, he's rock solid playing the forward position for Mennonite. Now, Mennonite runs a lot of nice plays in their half-court set.
They go down low, up and in. Dalton Nolte again for 2 more, and it's 6-0.
Yeah, just good ball movement, good execution by Mennonite.
Ashby hands it off. Deep it comes to Dukes. Dukes drives the lane, and he's held for a jump ball, and it's, of course, the alternate possession. It'll stay down there with Lancaster Country Day.
Good defense by Mennonite so far in this quarter. Now they'll have to guard the out-of-bounds play.
Deep out to Ashby. Bang from 3.
Yeah, and that's what he does. He had 3 threes the other night. In his first game, he's a really good perimeter shooter.
6-3 our score. Down the lane, Hurst. Oh, beautiful move. He finishes it, and he's fouled. And he'll go back to the line again.
Well, that's why you see there why he got to the foul line 21 times in 3 games. just turning the corner, using his strength to finish. He's a very good finisher, and he's probably, 6 foot?
Yeah, if that, probably.
Yeah. And slight of build, too.
Yeah. Real strong lower body. No fear when he goes to the basket.
And he made his foul shot. He's, as I mentioned, an 80% foul shooter. Comes in averaging 18 a ball game over the span of 3 games. Great start for him. Long-range jump shot, score it. Kane Kirby. So 2 threes put in by the Cougars.
Well, it's like a 5-guard offense out there for Lancaster Country Day, and they had 8 threes the other night, so they definitely look for the 3.
Hurst rims it out. Ashby with a loose change comes up the floor.
And that was the first time Mennonite settled for the jump shot instead of getting the ball into the paint.
And we get a traveling violation against Country Day.
Good defensive pressure there, Warren.
No,
to cause that turnover.
Yeah, they played good defense so far all night. Now, they did give up 2 threes, but give Lancaster Country Day credit for that.
4:42 left in the first quarter, 9-6, the Blazers. We have a little question at the scores table.
I'm not sure what that was about.
What the delay was all about.
Yeah, I think it was discussion. It was the last one, a 3-pointer, which it was.
Can't go to review here.
No, you can't. All right, see if they run a backdoor play here. Nope.
Growl's going to drive the baseline, kicks it back out.
Yep, good decision. Here comes the ball screen now for Hurst.
Hurst down the lane, kicks it back out. Jumper. Back of the heel of the rim. Follow up nicely. Fisher again with a loose change and a bucket. The Cougars in a hurry come the other way. Ball driven and lost by Spinagle. Turnover, Cougars. And that time a long pass by Grau hits the backboard.
Yeah, he had the right idea. He saw Rothwine underneath the basket, just overthrew him that time.
Yeah, a little bit out of control, there, Warren. What did you, when you were coaching, what did you do to kind of reel your team in when emotions seem to be getting control of them?
Just settle them down. But, that turnover there, he was looking, he thought he could get an open receiver for a basket, and I didn't really have a big problem with that other than just settle down, make a better pass next time.
A scoop shot and finish by Hurst. 13-6.
Yeah, Hurst is really good off the dribble, getting to the rim.
Little shake and bake by Dukes, and he draws the foul. Nice crossover dribble there down the lane. Couldn't finish it, but he's going to, I think they said he was fouled before the shot. So he's not going to the line.
Yeah, it looks like he got fouled when he penetrated between the 2 guys.
Yeah,
there.
as soon as he beat his defender fouled him. And that actually saved the bucket, to be honest.
Ball was stolen on the inbounds pass by Hurst. Hurst tries it off glass, a little strong, run down by Nolt. And now we got a whistle and a foul on the baseline. I think that's Kirby with the block.
You see what out-of-bounds plays the Mennonite runs here. They got 4 along the baseline. See if they throw it out top. There it is. Throw it out top. See if they get a back screen. There it is.
Fisher to Nolt. Rothwine. Jump shot. A 3-pointer, and he's fouled. Cody Fisher again. I'll tell you, what a ball player he is.
There's your summer work right there. Exactly. Getting the ball, stepping back, making the 3 on the dribble handoff. That was on the set play where he set the back screen and came over on the dribble handoff, and he's capable of making that shot. He scores many different ways.
Cody Fisher at the line, just a junior, as we mentioned. He got playing time a fair amount as a freshman. Foul shot won't go. Rebound to the Cougars.
Well, we didn't jinx him that time because we didn't say he was 10 for 11 on the season so far.
That's true.
I tell you what, those Blazers, though, they are really young. They only have one senior on their roster.
Well, the majority of their key players. Now they have a freshman in there. Jackson Bear is a freshman. He's
got great size.
Great size, and it's like Coach Hartenstein says, we got to put a little meat on him.
Nice move by Jordan Ashby in a finish. Hurst running the offense out high, being checked out front. Swings it. That's Lilly into the ball game.
Yeah, nice patience by Mennonite.
Long range jumper, a little strong. Rebound, Country Day.
Yeah, Bear, he took that shot with confidence, even though he missed it.
Ball stripped and stolen by Mennonite. Lilly has it.
See if
in
they
the
get it
backcourt.
out. Now they got numbers.
Hurst in a hurry up the floor, down the lane, and he's fouled.
Really nice drive. And that's going to, obviously, one of the things we talked about there pregame is, going to the basket there, drawing these fouls, that pays dividends in the long run, Warren, right?
It puts the other team in foul trouble. It puts you in the bonus, and it gets you to the line to make some easy baskets.
Cam Harris picked up the foul. And the first one is missed by Hurst. He'll get a second. Both teams using a number of substitutions here in the early going, back and forth. We've got a second foul shot coming right now. And that's good as gold.
Early in the season, Warren, are you substituting maybe more frequently just to kind of get a feel for what players are going to do what?
I think early in the season, you might go 9 or 10 deep if you can, and then as you get into playoff time, sometimes your rotation shrinks a little bit. That just naturally happens on all levels. But I think with Coach Hartenstein, he knows this team so well. When I watch what's going on his bench and his rotations, he knows his personnel. And I think he has in his head, in his mind, how he wants to go about this. And he's done a good job with that.
Country Day with a foul, and they're over the first quarter limit. 5 fouls get you to the line.
For 2 shots.
For 2 shots. It's, of course, that rule change went into effect last year. So at the line for a 2-shot foul is Dalton Nolt. And he made the first.
See, the other thing with Mennonite, this is their 4th game. Where Country Day, this is only their 2nd.
Yeah.
And that might not sound like much, but early in the season, that's huge. That's huge early in the season.
Well, especially with a young team.
Exactly.
Nolt with a pair of foul shots, and Mennonite breaks out to a 19-8 lead.
And I think, by far, the 2 games that Country Day is playing, this is their toughest game. So they're going to have to adjust to the skill and the talent level of Mennonite.
Ashby triggers the ball in. Dukes looks for help, gets it back to Ashby. Little spin move, kicks it out. Spinagle. Ashby drives the lane, shot is blocked, follow,
Nice
won't
block,
go.
Clean block.
Lilly out of the pack for the Blazers in a hurry. There's a travel. Yep, they got it.
Okay, yep, good call by Spence.
Hurts there, with the turnover, but, if you're a Country Day, are you trying to slow it down here a little bit more?
I think
with a good shot?
I think they're doing that. I think right now they're having trouble. Like, they're really not breaking. There's no advantage offensively right now. They're not really breaking them down one-on-one to force the help. It's just good defense by Mennonite. And if you notice, okay, well, I said that. Good backdoor by Country Day. But
and a follow, and he made it.
If
yeah,
you notice,
tough shot.
Coach Hartenstein, he coaches the defense really hard.
19-10. There's a slam.
Yep.
Cody Fisher with the finish.
Yep, that was a set play. Denied the leading scorer the ball, and they countered with the backdoor cut.
Wow, pretty play there.
Foul on Dalton Knoll, the fourth team foul against the Blazers.
Great pass by Hurst on the back door, though, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Beautiful look.
But set up by really good spacing. You know, I mean, they were just looking exactly where they needed to attack.
You had to get that help side out of the paint, so they had a little movement off the ball to be able to do that.
Dukes looks low. Nice pass to Spinagle, but he can't finish the job.
Yep, the length inside there bothered him.
And here come the Blazers, double team. And a whistle and timeout called by Jeff Hartenstein and the Blazers.
Wow. Well, first timeout and our first commercial here of the season with Stark Law Group, 717-844-6350. Top workers' comp attorney specializing in employment and legal services. Also, Hearts Physical Therapy. HeartsPT.com offers outpatient physical therapy services for orthopedic, neurological, pelvic, and sports rehab. Back to you, John.
All right, 21-10. We've got 11 seconds left, and Coach Hartenstein called that timeout, the 30-second timeout, to set up one last play perhaps on this possession. As you mentioned, he's always coaching, and he really stresses that defense, and they've done a nice job keeping Country Day out of the lane.
Well, they have a size advantage, length. You can see the length difference in each player. Now, we'll see what they do here. I'm sure they'll get the ball in the Hurst and maybe set a high ball screen for him and let him penetrate.
Hurst with it. Gives it off, and now we got a player control foul going against the Blazers.
Wow.
Yep. Probably called for an illegal screen. Yep.
So Country Day will have 4.4 seconds to get a shot up before the first quarter comes to a close.
Now that's Hurst's second foul, but I think he'll play in the second quarter.
At the buzzer, well short. We've come to the close of the first quarter. Lancaster Mennonite with a 21-10 lead.
And at the end of our first quarter of our broadcast here, but we will go ahead and do one of our commercials here with our favorite here, My Jersey Designs. They've mastered the art of graphically designing sports jerseys. My Jersey Original Premium can work with any sport. Go to myjerseydesigns.com for more information. And let's talk about our friends here at H&L Team Sales, another longtime sponsor here on the live stream here for LLhoops. H&L Team Sales for the finest in sports and athletic team apparel. H&L makes outfitting your team a breeze. Call 717-392-3010 or go to hlteamsales.com. Back to you, John.
Thank you, Bruce. A very solid 8 minutes played by the Blazers, and they'll start the second quarter with the basketball. Lilly triggers it in to Brady Grau with the basketball, top of the circle. Looking down low was Rothwein, but he throws it away. Stolen by Dukes. Country Dre tries to move it, and there's a foul.
Yep, on Fisher. That last play was a very common play for Mennonite where Fisher does the curl cut, and Lancaster Country Days have seen that play too many times, and they were all ready for that one.
So going to the line will be Chris Dukes. He's averaging 16 points a ball game. Of course, remember they only played one game, so pretty easy to figure those averages out. He makes the first, and he'll get a second.
But he will be one of their top players this year for sure. Warren, what do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Dukes with 2 from the line, cuts the lead to 9. As Brady Grau walks the ball up the floor for the Blazers.
Now, it's going to be interesting to see how long you're going to keep Hurst on the bench with 2 fouls. If he's going to try to get out of this quarter without getting him back in there.
Lilly with a circus shot won't go, and Rothwein with a follow, and he draws the foul. Well,
really?
They got the comfortable 9-point lead. I guess they can sit him for a few minutes, but I think he's a smart enough, heady player that
I think
he would not commit that.
But
yeah.
Sometimes you just try to get out of the half with him only having 2.
Well, it's still early in the year. I mean, and he probably needs minutes. I mean, game action. Quite honestly. So
Well, we got to push on the rebound against the Blazers as Rothwein makes 1 out of 2. Pushes the lead to 10 points. Now the Blazers picking up full court right now.
See if they trap off this. Nope. Right now it's just straight man-to-man.
Cam Harris sees an opening. He goes down the lane and can't convert.
Boy, I thought he was going to get the call.
I think he anticipated the contact.
He did, yeah.
Mennonite swings it around. Long-range jumper. It's good by Bear. Nice-looking freshman.
Well, you remember he missed that shot, and I said he took it like he thinks he can make it. Well, he has a lot of confidence.
Kid's a freshman, and he's got to go, 6'3", maybe?
Yeah, good quick release, too.
He'll grow probably another inch or 2.
For sure.
Kick back out. Long-range jumper. Dukes off the iron. Rebound, Lancaster Mennonite. Fisher in a hurry, and now it's loose and out of bounds. It'll be Mennonite basketball.
Yeah, good hustle. Very good hustle by Country Day.
Their defensive intensity has really stepped up here in the second quarter.
Well, they have to hang in there because they got to keep it within striking distance.
Grau drives a lane, a little spin move. I think he traveled. He did.
Yep,
they got him.
Yep, extra step. Good defense there.
So Country Day forcing a couple turnovers, but now they've got to convert at the other end to get back in this thing.
Again, Mennonite is 3-quarter court, little man pressure. Well, that's not really pressure right now. Just escorting him up. I thought we were going to see some pressure, but that wasn't it.
Harris walks the ball up the floor. There's a 3 attempt, and it's a little strong by Kirby. Rebound taken by Grau. Grau down the lane, stops, spins, and hits.
There's the move he was looking for right there.
I'll tell you, Lancaster Mennonite just has so many weapons.
Well, they do.
Can beat you.
They do. They all play good defense. They can have balanced scoring.
And they can all penetrate into the lane.
Yeah, they all put it on the floor nice. Really impressed with their defense.
Harris drives a baseline, reverse layup, can't finish.
Yep. They have a lot of length at the basket.
Yep. A lot of arms in
there.
Not
just one guy. It comes from a lot of different
people.
Get
all kinds of help. Lilly, and he traveled. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, both of these teams are just fun to watch, Warren. I mean, they're playing really sound basketball. A lot of good moves, a lot of really solid offensive moves by Country Day. Just not a lot of good luck.
Kirby to Spinagle, back to Dukes.
Well, both teams are used to winning now, and so they're going to execute their game plan throughout the course of this game.
Dukes looking to try to pry an opening. Now we got a holding foul against the Blazers.
Nice switch that time by Mennonite.
Jordan Ashby checks back in. Cruz takes a seat on the bench. Country Day will be inbounding in front of the Mennonite bench. 4:58 left in the half.
Yep, see what they do here. See if they run. There's a down screen, like almost a double screen opposite the ball.
Where they're playing Dukes really tight out high now.
Dukes in traffic, a little circus shot. It won't go.
Yeah, they're really very much aware of where Dukes is at.
I thought that ball was coming right in our lap.
Jump shot, front of the iron, no good. Ball knocked around. Run down by Fisher, but backcourt, yes.
Backcourt.
He lost.
Yep.
Just couldn't control his momentum.
Yep, I think he carried it over. He got the ball, but carried it over the line. Let's see if Country Day can get a good look this time.
Ashby triggers it in to Kirby.
Now, what's interesting about Fisher is that he's like a forward, but he's more than willing to go out and play the point guard and pressure defense. Then he comes up with the steal there.
Fisher with a strip, double teamed. Oh. Now a steal by Ashby. Back and forth we go. Harris drives the left lane, off the glass and in. Yep. Nice looking move by Cam Harris.
That's how you do it.
And a timeout.
27-14, 3:57 left in the first half here from Lancaster Mennonite.
Well, we want to thank our buddy Stephen W. Grosh, attorney at law, for sticking with the live stream here on LLhoops. Call him at 717-208-4599. We stand by you in your time of need. Stephen W. Grosh, attorney at law.
So Lancaster Mennonite leading 27-14. As I mentioned, this is a big Section 4 tilt. And of course, Mennonite on their home court wants to defend that. A lot of people figure it's either Country Day or Anvil that may challenge the Blazers. But Lancaster Mennonite with a lot of weapons, playing pretty good solid basketball. The last couple minutes, a few too many turnovers.
Well, Hurst is not in right now. Chase Hurst is not in right now, and he's the quarterback for that team.
Good call there, Warren. Grau with the basketball.
But I think they're doing pretty well without him in there, but Coach wants to get him out of the first half with only 2 fouls.
Nolt looks inside. He finds Lilly, who's going down the lane with it, and he's fouled. Going to the bucket. I believe that foul was on Tucker. Checked in for Country Day.
I mean, he just got that ball at the top of the key and just weaved his way all the way through that defense.
Yeah, they have a lot of guys that can get to the rack off the dribble.
First shot by Lilly, a little strong. He'll get a second.
Okay, now Chase Hurst is back in the ball game now with 3:30 to go, and I'm sure the instructions are no fouls.
1 out of 2 for Lilly.
Distribute.
Yep. Stay on your feet. When you penetrate, just be under control so you don't get the third foul.
He's guarding Kirby as they go down low, and losing the handle is Spinagle. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that was
the Blazer
right
ball.
That was the right idea. I like that. They had that whole side clear. They ran a pick and roll. Execution was there. The pass was a little high.
Chase Hurst with the basketball. Dishes to Lilly. That's Nolt out there. Yeah. Rothwine powers his way down the lane, but has it stripped, but then throws it away. Rothwine sets it up for Fisher.
I mean, they've done a pretty good job guarding Fisher, to be honest. They've made him work for everything.
Yeah, no reason to get in any hurry here.
Hurst draws contact, and he's going to go to the line again, I believe. Looks like he was fouled in the act.
He's relentless coming off that screen, isn't he?
1 on 3. I mean, actually, most of the Mennonite players, it's been damn the torpedoes full speed ahead to get to the basket.
But you saw this last year out of him, and he really has it down to a science. He has a little change of pace dribble, and then he uses his strength to protect the ball to get in there.
He makes the first, and he'll get a second.
He's already been to the foul line tonight 5 times.
That's what I mean.
Wow. He came up short on that one. You won't see that too often.
No.
So Country Day with the ball down by 15 as Ashby walks it up the floor and hands it off to Kirby.
Yeah, this is a big possession for them. See if they can cut this lead to 10 in the next 2 minutes.
That's lead. The freshman, bang! Chase lead with a much-needed 3 for the Cougars. Nice scoop shot followed by Rothwine. The answer at the other end.
Well, Chase Hurst did his job. He got the ball to the rim, and usually you get some help, and the forward can go in and get the offensive rebound.
I think that was a pass over the backboard. I really believe that was not a shot. I believe he passed it to his player, the other player, over the backboard.
Well,
there.
we'll have to ask him.
We'll have to ask him if he gets to be the post game. There,
he'll probably want an assist on that, right? He doesn't want the missed shot on the stats. He wants the assist. Is that correct?
I would give him an assist on it.
Coach, I know it's early, but a lot of timeouts being called here in the first half. I would think you would want to keep those timeouts for the second half. But
you would like to keep them, but I think sometimes you have to take them just to get your point across. If you have something that you really want to talk to them about, you got to take them. And, some coaches, at the end of the game, they have 2 timeouts left. They go, why do I have 2 timeouts left? I could have used them. So we'll see how it goes. But
let's thank Dan Taylor for being back with LLhoops live stream. Daniel K. Taylor, 717-945-6212. Estate Administration, Wills, and Family Law. Daniel K. Taylor, attorney at law. All right, Warren.
Country Day with the ball. In a hurry. Can't finish. Rebound taken by Nolt.
Yeah, that was a zone press that time by
Nolt to
Mennonite.
Fisher to Rothwine. Underneath, back.
Yep.
And finished by Hurst. Or excuse me, Fisher. Finished by Fisher.
3 guys that know how to play together.
Tic-tac-toe.
Yep.
Here we go. Off the backboard, loose basketball regained by Hurst. Hurst, reverse layup, got it.
Yeah, okay, he's a clinic now.
I think that was a travel with Rothwine. He just threw it up in the air off the backboard, and he's the one that caught it. It should be a travel.
Ashby has it out front. Checked by Fisher. Now Ashby down the lane. Scoop, got it.
That's a tough move.
Nice move, Jordan Ashby. Leading scorer at 18 a game.
Nice crossover dribble, change of directions. Really did a nice job finishing in the paint.
Louis with the basketball, and he has it stripped by Harris. There goes Harris off the dribble and in the bucket off on the left side.
And that's a great play by Harris defensively and an outstanding finish.
Fisher stops and pops.
I can't believe they didn't hold for the last shot. I mean, I just can't believe that.
They will if they get it again. I think they will.
Ashby and Dukes.
Yep.
Shot long by Kirby and out of bounds. It'll be Mennonite ball.
Now let's see if they go for the last shot now. 33.6 seconds. Up 14.
I'm telling you, the way they move the ball, I think they may just go if they get a good open shot and go with it.
I know. I mean, the worst that's going to have happened is they're going to be up 14 points.
Well, we'll know in the first 8 seconds what they're doing. But now they're going to get a half-court trap, so that's going to take them out of that. Okay,
and they tie it up.
Yep.
And
good job by Coach Schultz. John Schultz said, no last-second shot here. We're going to put a trap on you.
And a technical. Look out.
Yep.
Who they nailed the technical on? I missed that. Was it a player?
Yeah, it was a player.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it was on number 1.
Yeah.
Lily. So they'll get what? 2 shots and the ball?
Oh, yeah.
What did I mean,
so,
like I said,
John Schultz says you're not holding the ball for the last shots. Great move by going into the half-court trap. Caught Mennonite by surprise. Now if they can cash in this foul shot and get the ball back and score, they're back in the ball game.
They're within striking range.
Yep.
I think they're just within striking range. Just
2 big misses there.
At how tough they've been playing this last minute here.
Yeah.
They are not going to give an inch.
Well, that hurt right there. I mean, that would have been.
It was 2 shots right there given to cut into that lead.
Now, see, I would have probably taken chase Hurst out in this possession so he doesn't get his third.
Right.
That's just me. But I do trust him. I think he's smart enough. He won't get his third on this because he's going to have to guard penetration here because Jordan Ashby's going to go at him.
Ashby would like to pick up that foul. He's going to let it go.
And he blocked the shot.
He got a piece of it, yep.
Yeah, he did.
At the buzzer. Oh, hit the heel of the rim.
That sort of looked good when I'm thinking is that going in?
It had a shot.
How about the defense, though? He has 2 foul shots, and he knew he took away the penetration and then got a piece of the three-point shot.
So we've come to the close of 16 minutes. It's the Blazers by 14 at the half, 35-21.
And they all it could have been real easy by just running the clock down there a little bit. But, you got to love it. Anyway, I have a couple more sponsors that we want to thank here before we head off to halftime. First one being Sable McKinney, Keller Withing Elite Real Estate. I tell you what, Sable's been a part of our broadcast now for a couple years with KW Elite Real Estate. Find your next home. Contact Sable McKinney, 717-715-7984. And, of course, we just cannot forget our buddies at Spooky Nook Basketball, our title sponsor of our Player of the Game Award, and they will be giving away our title sponsorship here for the Player of the Game. And, so many guys are, looking forward to that. They like the opportunity to sit down with both of you gentlemen, after the game, and I'm going to bring it in to our broadcast booth here, guys, quickly. For a quick synopsis of, excuse me, wrong graphic. I apologize for that. There we go. And there we go, John. We're back in our broadcast booth here. Impressions of the first half, John?
Well, the Blazers jumped out to a 21-10 lead. Fisher got into some foul trouble, picked up that quick second, or Hurst, I should say, picked up that second foul and played most of the second quarter. He actually spent on the bench, and Mennonite maintained the lead, and they go up by 14, and really a key turnaround there at the very end of the half. Country Day had 2 technical fouls that they could have cut into the lead and the ball, a potential maybe 4 or 5 points.
Yeah.
They didn't get anything, so I think Mennonite has to feel pretty good getting out of here with a 14-point lead at the half and not getting that third foul on Hurst.
Yeah, and what amazes me is the last 14 seconds, he played that perfectly. You knew he was going to have to guard against penetration, and he did a great job on that, and he did a great job getting a piece on that jump shot at the end without fouling. So, but I think the last half of the second quarter, Lancaster Country Day sort of settled in a little bit and made a little bit of a run. They kept the game within striking distance.
I thought they played some excellent defense. If they could have just converted a few opportunities at the other end, we could have a game, maybe a 6-8 point game. But right now, the Blazers are up by 14.
Let's see if they use that 1-2-2 half-court trap coming out in the third quarter at all, because that was very effective when they did it at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, it sure was. All right, well, listen, we are going to go away for a little bit, and we will be back in about 10 minutes with the second half here from the Blazers' home gym, Lancaster Mennonite, 35-21 over Lancaster Country Day. Stick with us.
Leading by 14 at halftime, and Warren, maybe now's the time that you can give us some unofficial scoring. The Blazers have some good balanced scoring. A lot of guys contributing.
Yeah, it's very balanced. Cody Fisher has, I think he has 10. He has 10 points. Chase Hurst has 2 field goals and some foul shots, so he has 7 points. Nolt has 6 points. Rothwine has 5. Jackson Bear has 3. Brady Groom has 2.
Remember, Hurst only played maybe
he did.
10 minutes out of the first half.
And I know on Country Day side, again, Ashby and Dukes are leading the scores, I think with about 8 and about 9 respectively. So and Chase Lee came in and hit a 3. Now, he played in the JV game and played very well. So maybe we'll see him more in the second half.
And you're thinking that Country Day is going to have to go up tempo here, Warren, to get back in this?
Well, my question is, like, at some point, if you're losing by 14, you decide to try to go out and pressure a team. I'm not sure they're going to pressure. I don't think they're going to pressure them full court. But I think they could try that half-court trap again. I don't know if they'll just play, drop back and straight man-to-man, say, well, maybe we can cut the lead doing it that way. But you don't want to panic too soon and then have Mennonite execute their press offense, and then all of a sudden your 14-point lead goes up to 20.
Yeah,
because sometimes you extend the floor, you give up easy buckets at the other end. So we'll see what Coach Schultz knows his team, and he'll figure out what the best way to get back in the game.
Well, Lancaster Mennonite led 21-10 after the first quarter, and then they outscored Country Day 14-11 in quarter number 2 to have that 35-21 lead. So, as you mentioned, Country Day stepped up the defense and did a decent job in that second quarter, and if they could have just converted a few scoring opportunities, we'd have a closer contest right now.
Yeah, the end of the quarter hurt them, missing the 2 foul shots and not getting a good look on the inbounds play, but here they go, start the second half.
Coming our way, Kirby with the basketball, looks to feed underneath the Spinago, and it's knocked out of bounds by Rothwine.
Yep, Spinago was trying to post up at time. Rothwine did a good job at denying the post.
So it'll be Harris triggering it in to Dukes.
Boy, they're playing that man-to-man defense really up high there, Warren.
Yeah, they're pressuring the ball out top, and they do a good job on switching when they have to. They have some help side here away from the ball.
It's Ashby out front being checked by Grau, and now with the basketball is Dukes. Dukes tries to go baseline. He's shut off. Shot is short, and the rebound is taken by Hurst.
Yeah, Dalton Nolt did a good job on the switch and then taking away the baseline.
Hurst kicks it out. Jump shot by Nolt is short. Rebound, outlet to Harris. Harris lays it up and in. Cam Harris, and we've got a 12-point game.
Yep, well, here we go. Harris does a nice job finishing at the rim on the fast break, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He's had a couple.
And for the height advantage of Mennonite, I'm surprised that they don't play a little bit more deliberately on the offensive end.
Yeah, they get inside. The ball gets inside off the dribble with those, and sometimes a good pass by the point guard.
Long-range jumper by Nolt, no good. Rebound, follow, and score it.
Yeah, who else?
Chase Hurst. Who else?
Yep.
Shortest guy out there.
Always around the basketball. He has a nose for that thing. Dukes' shot is short. Rebound in a hurry goes Hurst.
Nice
Hurst
pass.
outlet to Grau, and it's knocked out of bounds.
Nice pass, but good hustle back by Country Day.
Yeah, that was really good defense there.
All right, let's see if they run this same out-of-bounds play where we get a back screen and then we get a dribble handoff here. There it is. There's a dribble handoff.
Fisher to Nolt. Nolt baseline right. Grau has it on the left wing. Grau feeds Note, and he's a push-off.
Good possession
Good call.
defensively by Country Day. Nice job on the ball screen, on the switch, on the help side, on the roll man, and then they draw the charge.
Well, they just haven't been able to seem to get it under 14.
Well, here's their chance right here.
Kirby on a wing to Harris.
All right, there's your back screen. There's your double screen.
Ashby shut off. Baseline kick. Follow and score it. That's Spanagle.
Yeah, nice job. He faked the ball inside, came back. Did he use his left hand on that one?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Grau nearly a travel. Gets it off to Fisher to Hurst. Hurst looks low. Rothwine kicks it wide right. Grau pulls it out.
Yeah, again, another good defense. See, here's why they should have a shot clock.
Yep.
Because this would reward the defense.
You think it's coming?
Not in Pennsylvania.
Jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Nolt. Nolt drives a lane.
Yeah.
Foul, and he scores it.
Yep.
Big play.
You know, that's a tough break for Country Day because I thought they did everything right on defense, but they didn't clean the boards off. And probably because it took a funny bounce to the open area, and there was only one player over there, and he was from Mennonite.
Yeah, and Mennonite was the one that lost patience with the set.
No,
Country Day.
they settled that time for a jump shot, and so I see a lot of good things in Country Day right now, even though they're down 14. I think once we got into the middle of the second quarter,
the defense had really stepped up.
Yeah, they're finding themselves on defense. And this game will help them, whether they can come back or not. This game will.
And they will get Mennonite in at their floor.
Yeah, and that could be a different game in there.
Jump shot, Dukes, nothing but net from distance.
Step back. Wow.
Yeah. He hit that from the Lincoln Highway. 39-28. Big three there for Country Day.
They're still in this ball game.
Well, let's thank a couple of our sponsors again here. And we want to thank Stark Law Group. Thank you very much. 717-844-6350. Top workers' comp attorneys specializing in employment and legal services. Stark Law Group.
Back here in Lancaster Mennonite, I can't help but to agree with you 100% that the defensive pressure and the intensity by Country Day has kept them in this game, and they just need a few more buckets like that big three they just hit.
Yeah, they have some athletes that have some quickness, and they've done a good job of talking and understanding some of the strengths of Mennonite. So here they are. Their defense is up again here to see if they can get a challenge. Coach Hartenstein's going to try to run a set play here. There's your backdoor, come off a little backdoor screen and a pick and roll.
Hurst looks low to Rothwine, and Rothwine converts.
See, that's exactly what Coach Hartenstein wanted.
Big bucket there, 13-point lead.
Yep.
Spanagle looking for help. Tries to feed it, and he forces it, and a steal by Lilly. Lilly outlet to Hurst. Nolt driving baseline. There's a blocking foul on Spanagle.
But again, I tell you, they're really running that offensive set at a high rate of speed.
Yeah. And Hurst, he gets into the paint. Every time you look, he's in the paint. You would think, okay, play off him a little bit, but he still gets in the paint.
Mennonite just finding the openings. And if you shut him off, more than likely you're going to foul him. Hurst underneath.
Oh, he missed that one.
Can't finish it.
Yep.
And it'll be Country Day ball.
Nice move. Just didn't quite get the finish that time. But he did it in traffic.
They're just hanging around. But the tough part here, too, Warren, they've been behind for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, that just kind of zaps your energy.
It does. And what's going to happen is this game probably won't stay at 13. It'll go one way or the other here in the next couple minutes.
Long range jumper, Ashby in and out. Nice rebound by Tucker.
That definitely
backcourt.
That shot was in. It was in and then went out. But that was a nice half court set. He ran a back screen to screener. Shooter got wide open.
Lilly to Hurst. Mennonite does not have to be in a hurry.
They're in the half-court trap now. See if Mennonite can get the ball in the middle and look opposite.
Lilly loses a handle, but it's picked up by Hurst. Nice pass. Rothwine does not finish. Basketball loose and picked up, I believe, perhaps by Tucker as they try to get the timeout. And they do. Yeah. So I believe it'll be Country Day ball when we resume.
Yeah, Mennonite was thinking, as a loose ball, how do you call a timeout with a loose ball? But
I was debating whether they had control myself.
Yeah. But I tell you what, just the intensity, you got to give the check mark to Country Day for the intensity on defense.
So they will have the ball when we resume. 41-28, still trailing by 13. They can't seem to get it into single digits.
All right, well, we want to thank another one of our sponsors, Hearts Physical Therapy. Thank you so very much for supporting LLhoops live stream. Hearts Physical Therapy, heartspt.com, offers outpatient physical therapy services for orthopedic, neurological, pelvic, and sports rehab.
41-28. Lancaster Mennonite led by 14 at the half. It's now 13. And I'm sure Country Day would like to get this thing to single digits before the quarter's out.
Absolutely.
They will have the basketball. It'll be Kane Curdy. Kirby, excuse me. He will trigger it in.
All right, see what they got going on here. There's a double screen out top. All right, nice set play. Missed the shot.
Three-pointer no good. Lilly with the rebound. Yeah. Lilly in a hurry. Coast to coast, but he doesn't finish it.
Man, nice try. Just missed that left-hand layup.
He got the rebound and went all 80 feet. Ball kicked out. Long-range jumper. Ashby a little strong. Lilly again with the loose change.
Country Day just that close.
Yeah, they're that close. They had a couple threes. You're saying, all right, if that goes in, nice play there. Look at her.
Rothwine.
Look at her.
Or no, a Nolt, I guess that was.
Yeah, pick and roll. Nice job. Again, he gets in the paint, throws a dime pass to the roll man. That's what it was. I mean, it was perfect.
Right on the money.
Yeah,
nice shot and move by Chris Dukes.
Boy, he's had it inside and outside tonight, Warren.
He's a good player. And here's the half-court traps.
And again, Coach Hartenstein wants the timeout.
Well, bring the ball down and reverse it before you get into the trap. Don't dribble into that area where they trap. Bring it down, reverse it, and then attack. That's what he's telling them.
All right, we're going to keep it right here with another one of our sponsors coming right up. And that will be My Jersey Designs. Since 2019, My Jersey Designs have mastered the art of designing sports jerseys. The My Jersey Original Premium can simulate any jersey. Go to myjerseydesigns.com.
43-30. The Blazers lead by 13. They've led by double figures from the outset. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead. At the end of the quarter, it was 21-10, and it's stayed in double figures for the balance of this game so far. As Hurst has the basketball, long-range jumper. That was Bear again.
Yeah,
he's not bashful.
No, he's not. He has a nice-looking shot. Again, they went against that.
Harris on the drive just did not be able to, just could not convert.
I am surprised that there wasn't some type of an intimidation foul on him.
And Rothwein picks up the garbage and puts it in.
And John Schultz is very upset.
And I don't blame him one bit. Because that was a 4-point swing.
That was a big turnaround, absolutely.
They got a layup and maybe an N1, and now he's going to call a jump ball.
And that went against Country Day also.
Well, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
When it rains, it pours.
Because that was, I don't know if it was a tie-up or not. There wasn't a whole lot
right there?
Yeah.
There was no way that was a
That's what I'm saying. And they took a bucket away from the Cougars.
Well, and the worst thing is they gave up a bucket at the other end in the scramble. So, okay, now they're back to man-to-man. But that was a tough sequence for Country Day.
This could be close to single digits, and turnaround, it's now 15.
Yeah.
And there's Rothwein down low.
Well, Country Day double-teamed the ball handler coming off the screen that time. And they didn't account for the roll man.
You know, it's amazing in a basketball game that there's going to be a sequence of events that it's going to turn the game one way or another. And we just saw how that sequence of events went against Country Day, and now they're down 17 going into the fourth quarter.
My experience with a missed layup, you tend to give a layup up at the other end on a missed layup. Now
just a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, it's just a floor balance. You know, it's a floor balance thing. But it happens a lot. You miss a layup, you give up a layup.
At the buzzer, lead with an attempted three falls short, and we've come to the close of 3 quarters, and the Blazers with a comfortable 17-point lead. It doesn't seem like it's that big of margin, but it is.
Well, let's bring it into the broadcast booth, guys. Hey, I mean, our first live stream of the year. John, Warren, Bruce Badgley here, and hopefully the fans are liking it. And we've had a great game, John.
Certainly was, or certainly is, I should say. But the Blazers got a few breaks here in the last couple minutes to really widen that lead. But these are two, no question, of the better teams in Section 4 that will compete down the stretch.
Yeah, but the key to tonight's game was Mennonite jumped out to that 21-10 first quarter lead and then sort of got that up to 15, and it's sort of been staying around there. So Country Day's doing a lot of good things, but they got down in the hole, and Mennonite's not letting them get back in.
Yeah, when they have the opportunity offensively, they just can't seem to finish what they got to do at the other end. Couple shots rimming out, maybe a couple calls going against them a little bit, but the Blazers, being the veteran team they are, they know how to handle any kind of adversity.
Yeah, they've done a good job. Every time there's a little run by Country Day, they make a big play, whether it be on defense or offense, to get the lead back over 15.
A veteran team with only one senior on the roster, though. And you're correct, John. I mean, these guys have been playing since sophomores and freshmen here.
Well, what you look at this Mennonite team and you go, whoa, what are they going to be like next year?
Yeah, right.
Seriously.
Nice drive, and the shot does not go, but Ben Spinagle cleans up the mess and puts a 2 in there for the Cougars.
Yeah, nice job on the offensive rebound. Nice drive. Who made that drive? Dukes made that drive? Yeah, nice drive.
There's that Jackson Bear from distance. Bang.
He comes off the bench. He's a microwave. He's going to light it up.
Microwave. Oh, my God. I've never heard anybody call.
We had a couple players that I coached. They were the microwave.
The microwave, huh? I have never heard a basketball nickname of microwave.
Ashby misses.
Nice pass.
Rothwein finishes at the other end.
You see how passing gets contagious. You see how it gets contagious.
And all of a sudden, they're up by 20.
Yeah,
Just moments ago, it was 10 or 12.
We talked about the game's going to go one way or the other. It never usually stays at 13 or 14.
Nope.
Lead shot, a little strong off the heel. Lilly with a rebound. Nice no-look pass, kicks it back out, out of bounds off the hands of Grau.
See, Mennonite has the rule, the more you give it up, the more you get it back.
Very unselfish team.
Great. Hit the open man, rule number 1. Rule number 2, the more you give it up, the more you get it back. Great way to play basketball.
You can tell those guys have been playing together for a number of years,
Absolutely.
and like you said, they have another big year left. And this year's only starting. There's a whistle and a foul, and this one's going to go against the Blazers. First foul of the fourth quarter. Kirby will inbound for Country Day. There's a whistle and a foul as Mennonite's going to get caught for the second time.
And don't forget, Spooky Nook Sports, player of the game, Warren and John will figure out who our most valuable player is. And we'll have a post-game interview along with the winning coach, thanks to Spooky Nook Sports.
Dukes,
That's
tough
a tough
shot, and he made it.
Wow.
Nice move. In traffic, and it was a tough shot.
Very tough shot.
Drive by Hurst, reverse layup, won't go, rebound Spanago.
Once again, Hurst got into paint.
Lead from distance, off the iron, nice rebound taken there by Harris,
Yeah,
and
real
Harris
nice.
finishes it in the lane.
Real nice
That was
rebound.
a sweet play. I mean, he grabbed the ball.
And there's a steal by Spanago, and we got a tie-up, and I believe they called a foul on the Mennonite Blazers. I believe they might get Grau.
Yeah, they did.
That's the third on Grau. So a little bit of hustle and determination in the Country Day is still scrapping out there.
So Cam Harris has been impressive. Young sophomore for Country Day. Really seems to understand the game. Great looking future for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Spanago looking for help. Gets it to Dukes. Dukes looking for an opening. Harris gets a screen from Spanago, a little
Right
pick and
idea.
roll,
Right.
and out of bounds.
Yep, right idea.
That was really nice defense there by Rothwein.
It was.
Knock it out of bounds.
Get a little more spacing on that pick and roll out past the three-point line, and you have room to dump that ball in there. Ooh. Tough break. Tough
Off
break.
the hands of Dukes and out of bounds.
Yep.
It'll be Country or Mennonite basketball.
Feet got tangled up there a little
Yeah,
bit.
it did.
Hurst walks the ball up the floor for the Blazers.
Yeah.
Under 5 minutes now.
Mennonite does a lot of things out of the 1-4 set.
Nice steal there by Harris. Drives the glass
Look at
and
that finish.
in.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Cam
Look at that
Harris
finish.
with the steal and the finish.
Look at that finish. See, now back to 14.
Right. They were just moments ago, I think it was 18 or
No.
20.
It was 20.
I thought it was 20.
Yeah.
And just a lot of credit for Country Day because we
Absolutely.
were talking a little bit earlier that, I mean, when you're trying to come back from a deficit, it just zaps your energy big time because you're just trying to, a little bit out of control, maybe a little bit, too much movement in that and a lot of emotion. But they've held their energy well. They still keep coming back, Warren. Lancaster Country Day. Just a great job. tonight.
Well, that's all about the culture of winning that they have there. I mean,
John is a great coach.
he does a great job, and his kids listen to him, and they're gonna win a lot of games this year.
Everybody is back. They're hoping to get Jeremy Oilalekan back from his soccer injury, and he would be a key contributor. I know he played a lot last year. I'm not sure what the timetable is, but he broke his leg and in a soccer game.
Well, he's out here doing warm-ups, so that tells me it could be. I mean, I don't know for sure, but it looks like it's getting closer. Put it that
He's
way.
in uniform anyway. Yeah.
Here's the full court zone press. There's the skip pass. Look opposite up. Good defense.
Nice deflection, and Country Day away with a basketball. And it's loose and tied up.
Yeah.
Getting a little physical out there.
It is really getting physical.
Well, that's an understatement.
I mean, guys are looking around there like.
Some of the elbows are flying a little bit.
I tell you what.
That's the first foul on Country Day.
He was ready to go after somebody.
Let's see if the refs tighten this up now.
Yeah, right. He can't move. He traveled out of bounds. Yeah. Normally the refs kind of make that definitive. He didn't that time, and they took
the
advantage.
refs normally say you can't go.
Yeah, right, and he didn't that time.
So a turnover, and Country Day still has a shot to get back in this thing.
Big possession right now for them.
And driving. Unbelievable move by Chris Dukes, and he finishes it. The lead is 12.
Like he was shot out of a cannon going down that lane.
And he got to his left side, which is a left-hander, so that helped the fact that he got to his left side.
Now Mennonite's slowing it down a little bit.
Well, they're up 12, 4 minutes to go.
Jump shot, finish, score it. Cody Fisher.
Wow.
This game has gone
a
little
big
physical, hasn't it?
Physical, but it's hard to imagine the emotions getting any more ramped up than what it was the first half.
Well,
but these guys are playing hard.
Ashby draws the foul.
Yep.
I believe that's on Hurst from behind.
Yeah. Anytime you swing your hand through the ball, lots of times the referees call
going to get caught. That's his third. He had picked up the two quick ones in the first half, and that was just number 3 on Hurst. These are 2 big foul shots again to get it back to 12 if he can.
Got that one.
Hard to believe they played that game, the last game, with only 2 foul shots in the entire game. But this has been a very physical contest, especially in the second half. And 2 from the line by Ashby. Again, it's
Here's
12.
The zone press. Yeah, just a great play.
Hurst to Lilly. Hurst broke the double team and got it to Lilly for the finish. Ashby from distance, he got it. Nice looking shot.
Yeah, now I think shot selection kind of goes out the window a little bit. They're going to have to take first shot.
You're playing loose. You're open. You got to put it up, or sometimes you have to create your own.
There's a travel. Yep, they got it.
Yeah.
So a turnover against the Blazers.
Chance to get it to 10. Or more, or less.
Yeah, 3 would get it to single digits, and I don't think it's been to single digits since it was 17-8 in the first quarter. Here comes Dukes.
And you would never know that by looking at Country Day. They look fresh.
In the lane, and Harris thought he was held, and he may have been. I mean, I know Mennonite got a lot of the basketball there, but again, the Blazers will get the ball after a foul is called. Number 4 is called on Spinagle.
Yeah, tough break for Harris, but I like his potential. He played well tonight. He's going to be a really good player.
Fabulous, meaningful minutes as a sophomore.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, what I really liked was Ashby, after that play, went over and gave him a little senior advice.
Hurst down the lane, draws contact, and he'll go to the line for 2 more.
this is where Hurst, I expect him to take over this game right now, Warren. What do you think?
Well, he has. And like the last time, the zone press, he got the ball here, broke the trap, dribbled towards midcourt, and threw it for a layup. So he doesn't do it all the time with his scoring. He does it with his passing, does it with his defense, does it a lot of different ways.
And he's normally pretty reliable from the line. It's fine. Hurst will get a second. And it seems like whenever Country Day makes a little bit of a move to try to get back in this thing, Hurst kind of settles the ship. And he makes 2 from the line. And with a 14-point lead, the mountain gets a little steeper, down by 14 with 2.5 to go. Kirby, penetration, kicks it back out. Ashby, in and out. That one is halfway down.
That's the second one that he shot.
Wow.
This half, that was absolutely in, and it came bouncing out.
There's a loose basketball, and it's stolen away by Country Day.
Somebody's got to get in somebody's ear about, time to hold the ball a little bit or play a little bit more deliberate on defense for Mennonite.
Yeah, I think that time they took a quick shot. They could have ran a little clock, but, maybe their game plan is we're going to keep playing.
Yeah, well.
So going to the line is Kane Kirby. I would say a must to make these 2 to get it to 12. And the first one does not go.
Well, they've shot more foul shots tonight than they did in their first game.
Yeah.
And, to become a good foul shooter, you need to get to the line.
You get to the line and
be
shoot it more often.
Yep.
Well, Mennonite's in the bonus.
Get some spacing. Keep the ball hot now. Hot potato.
And a
whistle,
timeout.
And there's a timeout by Coach Hartenstein.
Good timeout.
All right. Well, we'll get with a couple of our fine sponsors here once again. We want to thank H&L Team Sales for the finest in sports and athletic team apparel. H&L makes outfitting your team a breeze. You can see their 30th anniversary here in 2024. Call them at 717-392-3010 or go to hlteamsales.com. Thanks to all of our sponsors supporting our live streams this year, guys, right?
Absolutely. This will be the, obviously this was the first of the year, or first of the season, and we'll be back on the air, but not till after the holidays, as things get pretty hectic in January. A lot of streamed games coming up. Big 4-day or big 4-game tournament at Manheim Central in their brand new gymnasium.
Yep, and then the Lancaster Lebanon League tournament as well. I mean, so boys and girls championships. So a lot of basketball.
Once you get into January, that comes up real fast.
Doesn't it? Nice.
It's crazy.
It's February the 14th or something like that.
I was going to say the championship is Valentine's Day. Is that going to get some people in trouble or not?
I don't know.
Here we go, 13-point lead, under 2 minutes now, as Grau has it out front for the Blazers and draws a foul. That's the 4th team foul, so after this, Lancaster Mennonite will be getting 2 shots from the line, but Country Day's got to get the basketball back somehow.
Now, this is interesting. With 1:48 to go, and you have a 13-point lead, I would try to avoid the ball screen because they're trapping every ball screen right now. So keep the floor spread. There comes the ball screen. See if they trap it. All right, they did trap. Nice job of getting it out of the trap.
That's Rothwein, gets it in the corner to Fisher, but Mennonite content to hold the ball out front now.
A little clock.
Yeah, good discipline by Mennonite now.
Now they'll get 2 shots.
Yeah.
That's the bonus.
I like that. I like that timeout by Coach Hartenstein and his instructions to his team.
And going to the line will be Cody Fisher. Fisher and Hurst, of course, have been part of this nucleus for a couple of years now, and they both have another year to go.
Yeah, that's the thing, is only one senior on this Mennonite roster. It seems like we've seen these players forever.
Yeah. And I do like their freshmen a lot, too.
Jackson Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
certainly going to factor in.
He's going to fit in really nicely.
All right, guys, we're down to a minute. Who's their most valuable player?
Loose basketball stolen away by Lilly. Lilly's got a breakaway, but he can't finish it. Country Day now in a hurry, coming the other way. Long range three, bang! Score it, Jordan Ashby.
Great shot.
Cut the lead to 12, and another foul called on Kirby. There's not much else you can do at this point. You're down 12, but now all these foul shots become two-shot fouls, no longer the 1-and-1 that we had after 7, I guess, and a half a couple of years ago. And Mennonite, a very good foul shooting team. They hit 70% as a team. And, of course, they missed that one.
Of course. That's
John.
But they got a 12-point lead under a minute, so I think they can hold on here. And that went in and out, so they missed 2, so a good foul.
That's something to work on tomorrow.
Country Day's got to be in a hurry. There's a nice drive, and boy, that one didn't go in. Unbelievable,
yeah,
Dukes.
Yeah, nice drive. Mennonite did a good job of guarding the three-point line, that possession.
And there's another foul on Dukes, but I think it's going to be too little too late. At the line now will be Rothwein. He'll get a pair also.
Nice stroke there.
Yeah. Gets it back up to 13. That's kind of been where it's been for the most part of the second half.
You know, I didn't bring a T-shirt. Forgot a T-shirt. Usually I don't have to bring those.
Yeah.
Everything but a T-shirt. You know, Dell's asking me, have I got everything? I said, yeah. Well, I forgot the T-shirt.
Well, we'll have to.
You're going to have to send him one or something.
IOU, yeah.
We'll get it to him.
12 seconds to go in this one as Mennonite loses it out of bounds. Dukes lets it go with 8 seconds to go, and everyone's kind of, they're calling it a night. Yep. So congratulations to Lancaster Mennonite. They win a big opener here over a big rival, Lancaster Country Day. And they're a leg up in Section 4 as they open up their season victorious 61-48.
Yeah, Lancaster Country Day, they never went away. I mean, they got down early by 11, 12, 13, but they never went away. Mennonite couldn't really put them away for the final 25-point victory, but they earned the game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they got up by as many, I think, as 20 at one point, but to Lancaster Country Day's credit, they fought for 32 minutes.
Absolutely.
It was a very competitive and very physical contest in that second half, particularly.
This was only their second game of the year, so they found out a lot of things tonight. But they found out they got some execution things to work on. But they found out that they have a team that's going to fight the whole way.
They absolutely will, and as I mentioned earlier, these two clubs will go into Lancaster Country Day and have another rematch. And from what I gather, I guess the other team to consider in Section 4 is Annville. Cleona has a pretty nice ball club.
Well, we're assuming that, but it's only like
that's right. It's early.
It's like, boy, that's going to agitate the other team.
Yeah,
so
I don't want to do that.
We'll wait until we get a couple games in. Yeah. To be able to do that.
Yeah. So we're getting set up here for our player of the game, and our coach, the winning coach, Jeff Hartenstein, is here. And so we're all ready now for our player of the game, and it's Chase Hurst. It seems like you've been around here forever, and whenever the going got tough, I felt that you made the key play or the key pass or the key bucket to keep yourself a little bit more separation.
Yes, sir. You know, I have a lot of experience, I feel like, on the court. So I try to stay calm in the big moments. I know when times are tough for our team, I just try and keep the pace of the game and keep it in our favor, and just try and give it to my teammates to make plays, and they make big plays time and time again.
You absolutely did, and to Lancaster Country Day's credit, I thought they played hard and they didn't give up. They gave you a good fight for 32 minutes, and that's all you can expect. A good challenge that's got to make you better.
Yeah, Country Day, they always come out with great energy. That's one of the things I'm going to give to them, is they come out with some of the best energy out of any team we play all year. And yeah, it's a tough game every time. We can't come walking into it like we're going to win the game, like we know we're going to win the game. Obviously, we think we're going to win the game, but we know it's going to be a tough time every time they come into our place. We can't take them lightly.
So, Chase, you scored at the basket a lot of different ways. Now, we've seen this now for a couple years. So when you practice your layup, like I counted like 5 different layups tonight that you shot. Okay, so tell us about your working out and your practicing your layups.
You know, we have these different types of micing drills that we do that Coach puts us through. So, you know, we got to try and get creative with the ways we finish at the rim, especially as a smaller guy. So all credit to him for putting us through the work and setting us up for greatness during the game.
That's awesome. And, okay, I know you score a lot of points, but let me tell you something. Your passing is awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, and your teammates really, really love that.
Thank you. Appreciate
Well, the other
that.
thing I was impressed with, not only his passing, but like you had mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the team is so unselfish.
Yeah.
It just seems like, the more you give it up, the more you get it back. I mean, I'm very impressed with your whole team concept.
Yeah, it's contagious. It's contagious. If everybody's feeling it, everybody's moving the ball, it's contagious, and everybody's going to play the way that we all want to play. So it's good.
So Coach Hartenstein, when he got his second foul, what was the conversation?
We've been struggling the first few games we've played where we just are struggling to defend without fouling. He just kind of gets his hand caught in the cookie jar a little bit. So fortunate enough against Haverford, the game we had just before this one, similar situation happened where he was in some foul trouble. We went a little bit deeper on our bench, and some guys really came through and showed me something. So I knew we could turn to them. I knew that maybe it would help him be more rested and alert, more fresh later in the game. So next man up. But before I forget, thank you so much for the coverage. This is so special for our kids. Like, when you guys come, it's awesome. The guys talk about it. It just makes it so special for the guys. Yeah. It's awesome for the kids. So thank you so much.
But the great thing that I saw is that you trusted him to put him back in the second quarter. Oh, yeah. And did you say, don't get that third one? Right. He knew that. But you trusted him, and that was awesome.
Yes, absolutely. He said earlier, he's mature enough. Also, you see things kind of starting to unravel a little bit. You got to get the player back out there, the general back out there. He sat long enough. So if he would have burned me, then I would have learned from that mistake. But we live to see another day, so that's fantastic.
Well, thank you for the kind words that you just talked about. And you said about kids stepping up. I was very impressed with the composure of a young freshman named Jackson Bear.
Yes.
He's going to be a good one.
We love him. He's a legacy here. His father played here years ago, so he wanted to have the same jersey as the father and all that fun stuff. And the one thing about him is he has a moxie to him, a fearlessness that the moments are never too busy, so he lets them fly. The shots per minute for him are pretty stinking high, so we love that about him. He's got some height on him that can't be taught. So, some composure, some moxie for a freshman. So we love what he brings to the table, and we're trying to get him more and more minutes so he's broken in.
Well, thank you very much. You have anything to add there, Coach?
No, Coach, you do a great job, and your kids play awesome basketball. Tell us one thing before you go, your next big, tough non-league game.
Next big, tough non-league game Saturday here, Unionville defending District 1 champions. Division I players, size, length, and the coach coaches his rear end off. So we got a big challenge ahead of us, but that's what it's all about. It's a lot of
Absolutely.
fun. Awesome.
All right. Well, congratulations to the two of you, and look forward to seeing you playing later in the year. Perfect. I mean, it seems like some of those guys have been around forever, but most of them have another year yet, so it'll be great.
Before credit to Country Day, they always come in here and give us a dogfight. Credit to their coaching. It's a quality group.
Well, we enjoyed it. It was a very well-played game. Got a little physical at times, but you could tell both teams really wanted it, and it was a very entertaining game to broadcast.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. So that's Coach Hartenstein and Chase Hurst, our coach and player of the game, and they're on their way, 1-0 in the league. They have a long season in front of them.
Luck.
Congratulations, guys. It was great. Good to see you. And we wish them the best. Like I said, they probably have a little bit of a target on their back in Section 4, but they held up tonight and kept that victory well in check in double figures. So that's all from Lancaster Mennonite, where the Blazers come away with victory number 1, and we'll see you back on our live stream, in the new year of January. So Merry Christmas, everybody, and we'll catch you in the new year. For Warren Goodling and Bruce Badgley, this is John Graham bidding you so long from Lancaster Mennonite.